Good morning student. Today we are going to study the topic that is genetic code. Now before studying genetic code, so far we have studied about replication and the next was our transcription. Now the replication, the process of replication and transcription, as we know, as we have studied in the previous classes also, it is based on the rule of complementary. Means A will always bind with T with double hydrogen bond and C will bind with G with triple hydrogen bond. This is the rule of complementary that was given by Watson and Crick, and replication and transcription are based on the rule of complementary only, because in replication what is happening, a DNA, a parent DNA is synthesizing a new DNA. During that process the two helix will open, two strands will open, and on the basis of rule of complementary a new strand will be synthesized. So this is about replication process. Similarly in transcription, what is happening, from DNA mRNA is being synthesized. So again the two strands are opening, and one of the strand on the basis of rule of complementary, if A is there, so the next will be T, and because mRNA is being synthesized, so instead of T it will be G. So if C is there on the DNA, so on mRNA there will be G. So the process of transcription and replication are based on the rule of complementary that we have studied in the previous classes also. So it is easy. Now what is happening after transcription, the mRNA will undergo translation. This we have studied in central dogma, that DNA will form mRNA through the process of transcription, and now this mRNA will undergo translation to form protein. Now how it will take place? Now we know in the previous class, 11th class, we have studied that what a protein are a polypeptide chain. They are a polypeptide chain, means they are made up of a chain of amino acids. They are made up of a chain of amino acids, and there are total 20 amino acids. Now how these 20 amino acids, how are being formed from this mRNA? Because we know, we have seen that mRNA, what is mRNA? mRNA consists of a sequence of nucleotide, and that nucleotide are of only 4 types, A, U, C, G. Now these 4 nucleotides are responsible for synthesis of these 20 amino acids. So how it is possible? It cannot be on the basis of rule of complementary that we have studied in the process of replication and transcription. So how these nucleotides are able to form these 20 different types of amino acids, so that a polypeptide chain or protein will be synthesized. So it was one of the most daunting task, very hard task and challenging task, and to decipher this thing, how these 4 nucleotides are forming these 20 amino acids. Many scientists were involved from almost different fields. Some were physicists, some were chemists, some were geneticists, and biochemists. These people have worked together, and the first time George Gamow. George Gamow was a physicist. He was a physicist, and he proposed what is happening. These, out of these 4 nucleotides, 3 nucleotide at a time. Means suppose A, U, G will code for one particular amino acid. So he proposed that three nucleotide will act as a code, and it will form a particular amino acid. So in this way, if we take out of these 4 nucleotides, if we take 3 nucleotides at a time, so how many nucleotides will be formed? For this we know, we have studied in mathematics, we have studied permutation combination. So 4:3 means out of 4 nucleotides, if we are taking 3 at a time, so 4 into 4 into 4, that comes to 64. So there can be 64 code, and these 64 code will code for 20 different type of amino acid. This was a hypothesis that was given by George Gamow. Okay. Now a few other scientists were also said that instead of taking 3 nucleotide at a time, if we take 2 nucleotide at a time, so what will be the result? 4 into 4 means total 16 code will be there, but we have to synthesis 20 amino acids, so it cannot be possible. So this possibility was ruled out. The same, if we take 1 nucleotide at a time, so only how many total nucleotides? We have 4 nucleotides, so only 4 amino acids will be possible. So this was also ruled out. And this, when we are taking 4 nitrogen bases, 4 nucleotides at a time. So 64 code are being possible, which can synthesize 20 different amino acids. Now if we see, the amino acids are only 20 and we are giving what George Gamow has given 64 code. So it was a very bold proposition. So he has just proposed this concept. Now later on, Sir Harbin Khurana, he uh, he in a laboratory synthesis and experimentally done this, and he proved that really and actually 3 nucleotides at a time will act for a code. And what he has done, let's see what he has done. Now what he has done, he is in laboratory, he has synthesis of artificial mRNA, and this mRNA has 2 nucleotides UC, UC, UC. So it is not so much in detail in your NCERT. So we will study in short only what. When he has made artificially made a chain of UC, UC, UC. Means this mRNA was artificially synthesized in lab, and when it undergo this mRNA undergo translation, so the polynucleotide chain consists of only 2 types of protein, that was leucine and isoleucine. So on the basis of that, we propose that the genetic code is triplet in nature. Triplet means one genetic code is made up of 3 nucleotides out of those 4 nucleotides. So this was how genetic code was discovered and what is its importance. Now in your book, if you see, these are the 20 amino acids that we have studied in 11th class. You can see phenylalanine, PHE, and short, because we will be studying a table there. So in this it will be used leucine, isoleucine, methionine, valine, serine, proline, threonine, alanine, tyrosine, histidine, glutamine, asparagine, lysine, aspartic acid, glutamic acid, cysteine, tryptophan, arginine, and glycine. So these are 20 amino acids. Now Sir Harbin Khurana, for this he has got Nobel Prize also with Holle and Nirenberg in 1968. Now these are the pics. Now this is a table that is given in your NCERT also. We are using the nucleotides, one on the horizontal axis, another one is vertical axis, UCAG, UCAG, and now we are seeing that total 64 codons are being written here, and in front of these codon, PHE, PHE, LU, these are the amino acid that they are synthesizing. The triple U is coding for amino acid phenylalanine, WC is coding for an amino acid phenylalanine, WA is coding for leucine, WG is coding for leucine. So this is the table. You don't have to remember this table, you have to just go through it. Now if we have to define what is a genetic code, so it's very simple. What is a genetic code? It is the relationship between the nucleotides that are present on mRNA to the amino acid that are being synthesized on a polypeptide chain. जो polypeptide chain में जो amino acid synthesize हुआ और जो mRNA पे nucleotide के बीच के relationship is your genetic code. Yeah, normally we can say code. Now this is salient features of genetic code. So what are the characteristics of genetic code? It's very important. It is generally asked in the examination also. From examination point of view, it's very important. Now the first and the foremost features. Now we will study features of genetic code. Now the first feature is a genetic code is triplet in nature. Triplet, tri means 3. So as I have told you earlier only, that was proposed by the physicist George Gamow, that out of these 4 nucleotides, 3 at a time will code for a particular amino acid. That is why we say the genetic code is triplet in nature. Now we have seen also, because total 4 nucleotides are there and 3 at a time means 4 into 4 into 4 means 64 codes are being possible. Yeah, 64 codon is possible. Out of these 64 codon, only 61 codon will synthesis for a particular amino acid, and 3 are nonsense or stop codon. Means out of these 64 codon, all are not coding for a particular amino acid. 3 are nonsense codon and 61 is coding different amino acid. In the table you can see it. Now what are those 3 anticodon? What are these three codon that are not synthesizing any amino acid? So they are UAA, UAG and UGA. These are the three codon which are not synthesizing any amino acid. They are known as stop codon, nonsense codon or terminator codon. So this is the first feature of your genetic code, means genetic codes are triplet in nature, and out of those 61 codon code for 20 amino acids. Now next feature is one codon code for only one amino acid, means it is unambiguous and specific. You know specific means ये बहुत particular है किसी भी चीज़ में. if we are saying it is very specific means इसका relation बिल्कुल fix है कि ये होगा तभी next चीज़ होगी. and unambiguous you also know it is the opposite of ambiguous, means multiple answers या multiple चीज़ें नहीं है. तो जेनेटिक कोडॉन इज अनएम्बिगुअस, मतलब एक जो एक कोडॉन है. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ट्रिपल यू. सपोज आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट ट्रिपल यू एंड इट इज सिंथेसाइजिंग फिनाइल एनिलीन. सो यू सी, you can see triple U codes for phenylalanine. So triple U will always code phenylalanine in each and every combination. So this is the meaning of unambiguous and specific, means triple U code is fixed for phenylalanine. It will not code any other amino acid in a normal condition. But here certain exceptions are there. The exception is in E. coli. E. coli is a bacteria, you know very well. In normal condition, E. coli synthesize phenylalanine amino acid, but when the ribosomes of E. coli is treated with an antibiotic streptomycin, then it will not synthesize phenylalanine. Instead, it will synthesize isoleucine or leucine or serine. So this is an exception, but in normal case, triple U will synthesize phenylalanine. So this is about unambiguous and specific nature of a genetic code. Now third is some amino acids are coded by more than one codon, hence the code is degenerate. Now what is the meaning of degenerate? It's very easy again. Now again we know, we have seen that this is the third feature, degeneracy. Now what is degeneracy? We have seen that total 61 codon is there and total amino acids are 20 amino acids. So if we take on average, so 3 codon on average will synthesis 1 amino acid. अगर आप इसको divide करो, so 61 upon 20, so on average 3 codon will synthesis 1 amino acid, but it is not the case. ये हमेशा ऐसा नहीं होता है. Few amino acids are there which are coded by more than 3 codon, and few amino acids are there which are coded by 1 or 2 codons only. So now this property of codon is known as degeneracy, means one amino acid can be synthesized by more than one codon. क्योंकि codon ज़्यादा है, amino acid कम है, इसीलिए एक amino acid can be synthesized by more than one codon. That is the degeneracy. Example के लिए if you see ट्रिपल यू आपने देखा था, दैट वॉज कोडिंग फिनाइलएनिलीन, बट ट्रिपल यू के अलावा भी है ट्रिपल यू सी. इफ यू सी, इफ यू गो बैक, आई विल शो यू. You can see triple U is coding for phenylalanine, double UC is also coding for phenylalanine. ठीक है, तो ट्रिपल यू एंड डबल यू सी बोथ आर कोडिंग फॉर फिनाइलएनिलीन. इन द सेम वे इफ यू सी डबल यू ए इज कोडिंग फॉर ल्यूसीन, in the same way डबल यू जी is also coding for leucine. In the next if you see C double U is also coding for leucine, C U C is also coding for leucine, C U A is coding for leucine, so C U G is also coding. So you can see these six, there are total 6 codon that are coding for leucine. So this is an example of degeneracy, means one amino acid is being synthesized by more than one codon. It may be 2 codon, 3 codon, 4 codon, 5 codon. It may be different. So this is about your degeneracy. Now you can see there is a some summary which amino acid synthesized by how many codons. So methionine and tryptophan is being synthesized by 1 codon. Histidine, glutamine, lysine, aspartic acid, phenylalanine, tyrosine, asparagine, glutamic acid. Cysteine is synthesized by 2 codon. Isoleucine is the only amino acid that is being synthesized by 3 codon. Proline, valine, threonine, glycine, alanine are synthesized by 4 codon. Leucine, serine and arginine are synthesized by 6 codon. And leucine I have shown you in the chart. It is being synthesized by 6 codon. Now the next feature is, next salient feature, the fourth one is about AUG. Now AUG is a codon. It has dual function. Dual means two function. One function is that it is coding for the amino acids methionine. जो आपने पढ़ा भी कि जो methionine amino acid है, it is only coded by AUG. दूसरा इसका function है, it acts as a start codon. Now what is a start codon? When we will study translation in detail, so जब भी प्रोसेस ऑफ ट्रांसलेशन स्टार्ट होना होता है mRNA पे, तो AUG हैज़ टू बी प्रेजेंट at the 5' and then only the process of translation will start. If any other codon is present, तो यहाँ पर translation start नहीं हो. So AUG has dual function. It codes for the amino acid methionine, and the second function is it act as a start codon. So it is the dual function. Now the next feature is, the fifth feature is that codons are read in a continuous fashion in 5' to 3' direction. It is very easy. You can see this is mRNA from 5' to 3' direction. AUG है, मान लो इसके बाद C है, तो G, C, G, C. So that all the codons are read in a continuous fashion. Means first 3 will be considered as a code, next 3 will be considered as a code, and amino acid will come corresponding to it. Amino acid will come corresponding to it. Next will also amino acid will come corresponding to it. Means all the codons are read in continuous fashion. It's not that कि एक amino acid synthesis हुआ, उसके बाद suppose ये amino acid, this is the fourth nucleotide, तो it will act as a full stop या comma या semicolon. It will no. It will read in a continuous fashion until and unless it will encounter a stop codon. अगर कोई stop codon UAA, UAG या UGA में से कुछ आएगा तभी ट्रांसलेशन की प्रोसेस स्टार्ट होगी, अदरवाइज कंटिन्यूसली चलती जाएगी. वंस स्टार्ट कोडॉन से स्टार्ट होगी और स्टॉप कोडॉन पे जाके रुकेगी. सो इट इज़ विदाउट द, इट इज़ read in a continuous fashion without any punctuation mark. So now the next feature is code is nearly universal. Code is universal. Universal, you know, universal तो आप पढ़ते हैं सनराइज सनसेट होता है, सनराइज इज इन ईस्ट एंड सेटिंग वेस्ट. वी हैव बीन टॉट कि दिस इज अ यूनिवर्सल. द सेम कोड. These the codons are all also universal in nature. Means suppose triple U is there, as I have told you, it is synthesizing phenylalanine. So either any plant is there, any bacteria is there, or any human being is there, any amphibian is there, triple U will always code for phenylalanine. This is the meaning of that codon is universal या codon nearly universal in nature. Nearly universal means it is not. Here also certain exceptions are there, but almost in most of the cases ये आपके यूनिवर्सल ही होते हैं सबके लिए. दैट इज़ वाई दैट टेबल इज़ बीइंग, जो मैंने आपको टेबल दिखाया है तो शोइंग द टेबल कि उसमें सारे कोडॉन के आगे अमीनो एसिड्स का नाम लिखा हुआ है. तो दिस इज़ नियरली यूनिवर्सल, बट सर्टेन एक्सेप्शंस आर देयर. वो कौन से एक्सेप्शंस होते हैं? जनरली माइटोकॉन्ड्रियल जो कोडॉन है, आपने पढ़ा है हमारे जो भी है हमारे न्यूक्लियस में भी, न्यूक्लियस में तो आपका डीएनए वगैरह होता ही है, उसके अलावा माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया में सर्कुलर डीएनए आर देयर. तो वहाँ पे जो कोडॉन्स होते हैं वो थोड़े अलग होते हैं, या सम प्रोटोजोन्स आर देयर जहाँ पे ये यूनिवर्सल जो है कोडॉन्स आर यूनिवर्सल विल नॉट अप्लाई. इसका एग्जांपल है मेमेलियन माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया यूजीए. आपने पढ़ा है, अभी हमने पढ़ा यूएए, यूजीए एंड UAA, UAG and UGA. UGA in normal case is a stop codon. ये कुछ कोड नहीं करता है, normal nuclear DNA. But if you are talking about mitochondrial DNA, in mammalian mitochondrial DNA, it codes for tryptophan. Otherwise, it's a nonsense codon. So this is about the genetic code. We have studied how it was being discovered and how it was experimentally proved, and then what are the salient features. Thank you very much. In next class we will study our next topic, that is translation. Thank you.